So we are doing decimal multiplication right now, and we're going to work on changing the numbers into whole numbers to make them easier to multiply, and then adjusting them when we're done. Okay, so we just kind of want to think of this as sometimes when you have a problem or you're trying to figure something out and it's too small, you make it bigger because it's easier to see. Maybe maybe you have something little on your computer, and you want to like make it bigger so you can look at it and see it more clearly. And then when you're done, you can make it small again, such as like if you want to print it out. Same thing that we're doing with decimal multiplication. Okay, we're going to take our numbers and we're going to turn them into whole numbers. So first I start with 4 5/10, and I want to turn that into a whole number. So I want to make it 45. Just pretend that the decimal isn't there, right? In order to go from 4 5/10 to 45, I have to multiply it by 10. I have to make it 10 times bigger. 7 1/10, same thing. If I want to turn that into 71, pretend that there's no decimal, I'm also making that 10 times bigger. And now I would multiply it just as if there were no decimals there at all. And I have 45 times 71. Okay? So to just do this real quick, we have 45, so I'm multiplying 1 times 45. Then I'm doing 70 times 45, so I put the 0 there. And I'm going to do this real quick. 1, 5. All right, so when I multiply 71 times 45, I get 3,195. But of course, that's not really the answer that I wanted, because remember, I made both of my factors 10 times bigger, which means that my real answer is going to be 100. The answer I get here is 100 times bigger than the answer that I really want, so I have to divide by 100. All I'm doing here is undoing this, right? I made it 10 times bigger and 10 times bigger, and so when I get the answer then, I have to make it 100 times smaller. And to do that, everything shifts over 2 places to the left. So instead of 3,195, I get 31 95/100ths. Okay? So I had 3195, and of course, the decimal is there. And if I'm dividing by 100, everything shifts over 2 places. Okay. Let's try another one, slightly different. In this case, I have 53 hundredths times 3 1/10. To get 53 hundredths into a whole number, I need to multiply it by 100, and it becomes 53. To get 3 1/10 into a whole number, I need to multiply it by 10, and it becomes 31. Okay, and I actually just make it quicker on the video. I already did the math, so we're going to just break this over. Okay, and so we get 1,643 when we multiply 53 times 31. So again, I just pretended the decimals weren't there. I did the multiplication, and now I need to put the decimals back, right? So I started out by making one of my factors 100 times bigger, one of them 10 times bigger, which really means that I made the whole problem 1,000 times bigger, so I need to make it now 1,000 times smaller. I have my number 1643. Here's my decimal point. And again, if I'm dividing by 1,000, it means everything is moving 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 1 and 643 thousandths. Okay? So again, just to review the steps. Start off with your problem. Turn it into just whole numbers. Pretend the decimals aren't there, right? Figure out what you had to do to get it to whole numbers. Find your answer, and then adjust it back again. However much you made it bigger by, 10 times 100 is 1,000. You have to make it smaller by the same amount so you get back to where you started from.